Underdog Pick'em, Monday Night Football. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Ben, aka Cash Cake here from DailyEdgeSports.com, and I got an Underdog Pick'em video for you. If you don't have that account, you want to join along, use that promo code CashCake and get yourself a free pick and up to $1,000 in bonus cash. It is that easy. I'll put the link in the description below. And also, if you're a first-time depositor, you are eligible for a free month of our elite subscription service over at DailyEdgeSports.com, which get access to picks, slips, and all the tools that we have for Underdog. It is that easy. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it. 2 Monday Night Football games. I got 3 picks for you. Let's go. All right, Underdog Pick'em is up on the board. Again, I got 3 picks for you here that I do like for Monday Night Football. We're going to pull one of them from the slug game here at Miami and Tennessee, and it's a play that I think it can hit for us. We'll talk about it a little bit. Tony Pollard going up against Miami. One of my favorite plays here, honestly, is this rush and reception at first downs, higher than 3.5 for him. First 2 games, he got 5 each of those games. If we go back all the way through last year, he actually cleared this in 7 of the last 9 games. I'm not including Green Bay last week, so if you want to include that one, 7 of the last 10, they just got stomped against Green Bay. But first 2 games of the season, though, against Chicago and the Jets, put up 5 first downs. So 3.5 feels a little bit light for me. This number should probably be closer to 4.5. If it moves to 4, I think you could still end up playing it. 3.5, though, I think is a gift here. As long as this game stays competitive and Pollard continues to see work on the ground, I think he gets us 4 first downs, and that's where we're going to look at it. If you, like you said, if you want access to some of our tools and stuff that we have to offer, here's our Underdog splash page. It has some of the tools that we have here for Underdog, Projection EV, Rivals tool, as well as our articles and these videos. I put everything here. These videos and articles, of course, are free. Tools are the elite subscription service. And then, we had a weekend, man, over a PrizePicks, NFL, real well yesterday doing these rush and receiving first downs, gave these out within our elite subscription service. And then we did real well as well with college football this weekend. Just was a lot of fun. So, yeah, a lot of green all the way around for us over here at Daily Edge Sports. So again, if you want to join, hit that subscribe button for elite access. Again, all this is in the description below, or you can go to our site at dailyedgesports.com/subscribe and subscribe that way. Next one we're going to go to, Kenneth Walker should be back. This should be a fun game. Now, Detroit is an absolute monster up front in the run game here. If you want to look at rush yards, as you can tell, 55.5. They just do not give up rushing yards. They just don't at all. But I think there's a way we can look at Kenneth Walker, and I think it's a way he can succeed. And that's right. Going to rush and reception first downs, 2.5. I like this. If we go back and look at Denver this year when he played the first game, he had 5. And if we go back and look against Detroit last year, back on September 17th, he put up 6. Just because he can get there in the reception game as well. If it's a close 2nd and 1, 3rd and 2, I don't expect him to crush on the ground, but he can be a weapon across the board. And 2.5 first downs just feels, if it's a close game, just feels way too light. So like these quite a bit for Pollard and Walker. And then the next one we're going to talk about here, we're going to dive in a little bit, is, again, it's a pass funnel team here. Gino Smith. Good old Gino, and he's got a ton of weapons on the outside. We all know Metcalf and Lockett and JSN has been absolutely great in the slot this year. Had a down game last week, but Smith and Jigba, JSN's been great, and he gets one of the better matchups. So he's going to be chucking the ball here. I don't see any other way. They're not going to run it. They're going to throw the ball. If we see what he did against Detroit last year, he put up 328 yards in that same game I talked about Walker with. So absolutely massive. And then if we look at the last two games this season, 327 and 289. And 289 against Miami, which they stomped them 24-3. And then game against Seattle in overtime where they won 23-20, put up 327. So I'm going to go higher than 248.5 pass yards for him. And again, in a funnel spot where they're going to push him to throw the ball. If you wanted to look at, pass attempts and completions, I think you could look there as well. Pass attempts last 2 weeks were 44 and 34 with him. But against that Detroit game last year, put up 41 pass attempts against, again, more of a pass funnel for Seattle here at Detroit. Just that run game, it's just run defense is just really good. And if you want to put pass completions, again, 33 and 26 last 2 weeks. He had 23 is the line here. And then he put up 32 completions last year against Detroit. So if you don't like yards, you can go completions. You can go pass attempts. Other options you can go there. But I think it's going to be a pass game. If you want to pair him with some receivers, I think JSN is probably my favorite here. And Jackson Smith and Jigba, I think he's the guy I'm looking at, reception yards, just with the matchup that he has. But I like Gino the best because they can throw it around quite a bit to different receivers that they have, even Walker out of the backfield. So I feel best there. But again, if you head back over to Daily Edge Sports, kind of check out the tool that we have. Maybe we'll throw up and kind of see what we have with Gino Smith. And Gino Smith, we have him at 263 passing yards for him. Again, over on that one, passing attempts, again, 34.5. We got him for almost 37. If you want to look at completions, we got him for 24.78. So again, if you're Elite subscription service, if you just hit subscribe here, or if you're a first-time depositor with Underdog or some of the other sites that we have, you can click on this and get a free month of Elite. You get access to all these custom projections for NFL. We got them for college football. We have them for, NBA, of course, coming up, WNBA, baseball. So it's just nice to be able to not only look at your odds or your plus EV. The reason we call it projection EV is, you're going to get your plus EV odds out of this to see where the line is at. You can look at it and compare real quick, but you can also get the custom projection that we have and kind of see where we're at. As you can see, JSN 48.5, we got him for 55. So I kind of mentioned him a little bit, but yeah, you can go through all these, kind of build lineups. It's really nice. If you're not using these tools, if you are a subscriber, I don't know what you're doing, but jump in here, build some lineups with this. This is what helped us crush this weekend. It's the first place I go each and every morning as I build up my lineup. So with that, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. I'll do my best to get these out for you, for folks that don't want to jump in and get the access to our picks. Appreciate you guys. See you on the flip side. Deuces.